Hello, my lovelies. Do you like dragons? I am Barb Owl, and today I will read Jasper the Firefighting Dragon, written by Val Blackburn, illustrated by Sarah Leigh Wills. In the mountains, in a place called Huff and Puffin Valley, there was a town where dragons and people lived side by side. They played, worked, and talked together. The people of Huff and Puffin Valley liked the dragons. In winter, the dragons blew fire to light sparkles and bonfires. In summer, the people threw ears of corn on the cob high into the air, and the dragons cooked them in bright yellow jets of flames. Yes, the people liked living with the dragons. But there was one dragon called Jasper, who wasn't very good at helping the people of Huff and Puffin Valley. No matter how hard he tried, Jasper couldn't breathe fire like the other dragons. Whenever he tried, great big jets of water flew out of his mouth instead of fire. Jasper couldn't join in with the other dragons when they put on fireworks display for the people. The people liked the fireworks displays and would cheer when they saw the mixture of thin blue flames and balls of orange flames that rolled across the night sky. But when Jasper tried to join in, fire didn't come out of his mouth, and he ended up squirting water over the crowds. The people would go home, cold and wet. When Jasper joined the people on camping trips, instead of lighting the campfires, Jasper sprayed the sticks and twigs with water when he blew on them. The dripping wet sticks and twigs wouldn't burn, and the people couldn't have campfires. No matter how hard he tried, Jasper could not breathe fire. Eventually, the other dragons and the people of Huff and Puffin Valley got annoyed with Jasper.
"He ruins everything,"
they complained.
"Why can't he just leave us alone?"
Jasper didn't want to upset anyone, so he stopped trying to help the people of Huff and Puffin Valley and kept out of the way. He stopped playing with them. He stopped working with them, and eventually he even stopped talking with them. Jasper became very lonely and very sad. It wasn't his fault that he wasn't like the other dragons. No matter how hard he tried, Jasper didn't fit in. One day, Jasper was flying over Huff and Puffin Valley when he heard a voice crying out from far below. "Help! Help!" it cried. Jasper dived down towards the voice and spotted a house that was on fire. Taking the biggest breath that he could, Jasper flew right down to the house and covered it with as much water as he could muster. He squirted water into the upstairs windows. He sprayed water into the downstairs windows. He soaked the roof of the house with waves of water. Whoosh! He even sent a jet of water swooshing down the chimney. Within minutes, the house was dripping wet. Jasper had put out the fire and saved the house. He flew down to the ground, and the people who lived in the house ran to Jasper and threw their arms around his neck.
"Thank you, Jasper,"
they cheered.
"You saved our home. We are so lucky to have a water-breathing dragon in Huff and Puffin Valley."
Just then, the fire engine arrived at the house. The firefighters got out of the fire engine and looked at the smoking, wet house.
"How did you put out the fire?"
asked the chief fire officer. "I did it," said Jasper. "I flew over the house and covered it with water to put out the fire."
"Extraordinary!"
cried the chief fire officer.
"We could use a dragon like you in our fire brigade. How would you like to become Jasper the Firefighting Dragon?
Yes, please! Shouted Jasper in excitement. From that day on, Jasper the Firefighting Dragon had more friends than he could count. Everyone in Huff and Puffin Valley saw how important he was because he could breathe water instead of fire. In winter, Jasper drenched the town square with water, which froze to make an ice skating rink. In summer, Jasper blew water into paddling pools where the children loved to splash and play. And of course, whenever the fire brigade was needed, Jasper flew ahead of the fire engine and was first on the scene to start fighting the fire. Jasper, the firefighting dragon, stopped trying to be like the other dragons. He was happy that he had found his special way of helping the people of Huff and Puffin Valley. The end. Did you enjoy this story about an unusual dragon? If you did, please subscribe to my channel and remember to press the notification bell because I will be adding more books very soon. If you would like to buy this beautiful book, please follow the link in the description below. See you next time. Bye.